guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Thank you all for coming. Yes, I'm late, y'all, but my eye is like, y'all, I was in the bathroom or whatnot. So, listen, we're here to talk another day. Y'all, I didn't want to do this. I swear to you, I needed anything. I need to go wipe my eye. I needed anything to happen so I didn't have to talk about Kevin Samuels. But guess what? Ain't nothing interesting occurred this weekend besides talking about him. Okay, now we're about to talk about the apartment that he was in. Allegedly him only having $1,000 to his name, which I really hope isn't true. We about to go in one, but before I do, let me drop this intro and go get me a piece of tissue because my eye, child. Let me drop this intro, y'all. I'll be back. Okay, guys. Oh, hold up. I gotta mute the TV. Damn. Okay. Oh, I thought I saw something weird. All right, guys. So, listen. Here we are. Happy Monday, child. I'm going to work out after this. Let me pull this down. All right. So, I saw this article yesterday. And I was gonna come live, but then I was like, no. The subs, I had like 2 of y'all in the comment section bringing this to my attention, and I was still like, no, I'm gonna wait a day. And we waited a day, and we still here. So let's do this, okay? Let me pull up this article. Okay, I have 2 articles. Child. So, yesterday I only saw this on 2 blogs. I saw it on 2 blogs. Today I'm seeing it on more blogs, and I'm seeing it on other YouTubers' page, and so I decided, you know what? Maybe there might be some validity in it, and maybe we should talk about this. Okay, and listen, I have to say this, okay? If this is true, it's like the irony of all of this. It's like the high value of what? It's like con man games. We put on a nice suit and I tell you what you think you want to hear. There's a video of him going around. I'm gonna find it. Somebody send it to me on the IG so I can play it. There's a video of him from like a couple of years ago saying, you know, he knew if he bashed women, it's like he created a persona, and like these men are out here really believing in this shit. Y'all, from what I hear, they're like trying to get the girl arrested. The girl who he was found with, they're trying to get her arrested, y'all. They're trying to get her charged with the M word. They're trying to get this child charged. Why? Because they can't deal with the reality of the bullshit that they've been feeding and spewing for the last couple of years. Let's pull up this article. But this article basically is saying they're talking about an apartment is subletted. And trust me, when you have money issues and especially in Atlanta, y'all know I lived in Atlanta, y'all. I lived in Atlanta for about 2 years. You know, your credit all fucked up. It's hard to get an apartment. You would think Kevin personally, can I just say this? Let me keep it a buck. As somebody, even somebody who personally is always trying to work on their credit, I'm trying to be 800 bitch, okay? I ain't nowhere near that, but I'm trying to be 800 bitch. But as somebody, it's like you would think with all that money that was coming in, this is what I can't get past. Can I say this? Let me say this before we go into the articles, if this is even remotely true. This man has been at a decent level for the past, a very good level. You know, views probably astronomical. I don't watch him that much, but the views is probably bringing in that money. Super chats and all of this shit bringing in that money. But he couldn't get himself out of debt. enough to be able to have an apartment in his name at damn near 60 years old. But these are the men that consider their self high. Where is the value in not even being able to afford to bury yourself? I'm hoping to God this shit ain't true and it is other bank accounts at other places, because but then somebody told me, again, I had a conversation with somebody about this earlier. Somebody, you know, if you was living, again, pillar to post for majority of your life and you get some shit, you just blow through it, right? That girl, I told y'all the other day, that girlfriend experience is not cheap. Okay? The girl, I guess she trying to say she ain't as cool. I don't know what the fuck. But that girlfriend experience that he was talking about, that shit ain't cheap. That's about 3 stacks. Depending on what you doing and where the girl coming from and who the girl is, it's about 3 stacks for a weekend. And if that's all, and it's like, it blows me. And one man said, oh, he paid him to leave. I feel you. And the debt of it all that is now on his mom, his elderly mom, and his 21, 22-year-old daughter. But he ain't never give him nothing. She gonna have to take some of that child support money that he finally paid to bury her dad? If this is high value, y'all need to be low value than a motherfucker. It's the oxymoron of it for me. Let me pull this up. Here we go. I'm gonna just, listen. I hope this ain't true. Because in my head, just being a YouTuber or for just regular old calculations, I'm like, how the fuck? Let's go. His friend claims he passed broke, deeply in debt with less than $100 in his account. I hope this is not true, but because it's just like, this is your God? This is your God? Show you how to, but when we say your God is showing you how to be a broke dusty, y'all are mad at us. What in this example is not broke dusty-esque? Dying. You could even say, you know, some of them might was like, oh, he passed out on a, you know, and I saw it was one part with a girl. I think somebody tried to say the girl said he was, I guess, so they wouldn't feel like, okay, he was buying pussy. He was engaged to the girl. She met him, he wanted to marry her. He met her the day before. After they booked or whatever, allegedly. I don't know. This is king vibes. I know niggas who make who got city jobs, who got more shit together than this, who got apartments and more than $1,000 in the bank. And if something was to happen to them, they would be able to bury themselves. And if they was to die, somebody would be there for them in the hospital room, they wouldn't lay up in the morgue. Have to have bloggers searching down for people to even know who he was. I saw somebody wrote, and let me say this. I saw somebody, one of the ladies, they posted the shit. It was a nurse, I believe. She was like, it was a lady who died, because we were talking about me when I said that you hardly see women like die alone, like they have family, friends, you know, and you always see men, you know, these men sometimes really dying alone, and it's like you throw everything away, right? Or even like, I used to date this guy. I told you I used to date this nurse back in the day, a couple years ago. And he was a nurse. He dealt with a lot of men. Because, you know, elderly men need male nurses to be able to pick them up, or sick men, or, you know, be able to pick them up and do all of this shit. Female nurses can't do that shit. Anyway, and it was always the working too much that they regret, and trying to act like a player, because at the end of life, when things all get said and done, they don't want to drop dead alone, or with somebody who doesn't even know your middle name. It's sad. I think it's sad as shit. I think it should be a lesson, and not all this anger really, when they just need to deal with the implications of the reality of this shit. YouTube is YouTube. This shit like TV. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know him. Y'all don't know none of us. You think you do. You don't know none of us. We give you what we give you, and we show you who we show you. Right? So apparently, based off of the reality of his life, or his death, based off the reality of his death, we know that other shit was bullshit. So again, what points are y'all arguing? Because it seems the 35 is a wrap for you may not be the black women's issue. Let's move on. Okay. This is again from dreadsinfo.com. Kevin Samuels allegedly passed broke, in debt with less than $1,000 in his account. Relationship expert Kevin Samuels passed away on Friday during a romantic encounter with a Caucasian woman he had just met. Caucasian? Whatever, child. She's something, okay? A non-black woman. Let's just say that. A non-black woman he just met, okay? Kevin often described himself as a high-value man and said that women would need to meet a high bar in order for a man in his category. But it turns out that Kevin Samuels may have been broke. He wanted you to reach his broke bar. But when we say that these dusties are trying to make women, all types of women, lower their standards for the bummest of the bummest, I think women need to get some standards. But he wants y'all to lower it for the bummest of the bummest, because half of them ain't even got a place to sleep. This man was, before he was, before he was renting from the renter, this luxury apartment, okay, he was staying in a room. Ain't nothing against it, but how you damn near 60? This is the equivalent of that man who lit up the train here in New York City a couple of weeks ago. Angry old bitter men, angry that their lives ain't turned out the way it's supposed to. I even had one of the guys, because we had mentioned college, and they said some shit. They said, oh, he ended up finishing college because he had cancer in college. He's 56 years old, my man. That means that was 30-something years ago, my man. Stop making excuses for these niggas not being who they want to be. If you wanted to be, listen, I know a lot of people who stopped school and went back. If that's what it was, if that's what you wanted to do. Can we stop with these fucking excuses? Like, niggas choose to be bums. Niggas choose to be lackluster. And this ain't even about him specifically. But niggas choose to, instead of saying, forget it, even if you ain't college, I ain't got the brains for college, fine, whatever. You could go get a city job. You could go do something, be a mechanic. You could try to do something. But that's too much work for you. So you'd rather deliver Uber Eats and shit. And be angry at the woman laying in the bed next to you who actually got to get up and go to her real fucking job, and because she got to pay these fucking bills up in here because you ain't doing it. But she's the problem. She's the problem. Let me continue. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it now. Don't forget, because you might forget to like it later, or you could dislike it. It's either way. Let's continue reading. Hold on. Make sure it's up. All right. Kevin often described himself as a high value man and said that women would need to meet a high bar in order to get with the man in his category, but it turns out that Kevin may have been broke. One of Kevin's friends who have been in touch with his family claims that Kevin was deeply in debt. According to his friends, Kevin's family has been trying to identify all his assets and only have been able to locate less than $1,000 fucking dollars. What kind of man let me say this. Y'all know I used to be married. I'm divorced. Hallelujah for the divorce. Anyway, my ex-husband's daddy. Okay, they've been married. His parents was married for fucking like 50 years. Okay, these motherfuckers been married since high school. Right? He passed, and even though my ex-mother-in-law, she ain't worked probably since my ex-husband was like 5. Okay, she housewife. She passed all this shit. Why the fuck would she now, at 70 years old, however old she is, have to get up and go to fucking work? He made sure his household was taken care of and provided for. You understand? He made sure to however long she continues to live, she will be provided for. The rent for their freaking big ass 3-bedroom Brooklyn apartment that they've had since the 70s will forever be able to be paid without needing their children to help her do that. Because that is what a man of any sort of value brings into the people in his life, his family, his woman, his children. Not bring more burdens and debt. But hey, I died in escort. Ooh. Let's continue reading, child. Kevin Samuel was a popular black online image consultant and widely credited with coining the phrase high value man. Any man that says high value, listen, if he know what the term high value man is, that means that nigga ain't high value. I cannot. Okay. I'm sorry. Ooh, high value man. Oh my Lord. I don't even like that word. It sounds crazy. Anyway, the term high value man, is as it is commonly used today, refers to a man who of financial means and social influence. The term alone isn't new or problematic, is that society has always placed a higher value on wealthy men. But Kevin also often used the term high value man to troll black women into believing that they didn't have what it took to get a man in that category. We spoke to a person close to Kevin and his family, and he told us that Kevin was anything but high value. Kevin's friend explained Kevin had a lot of debt, especially credit card debt, and he didn't have a lot of money coming in. Friends told us that Kevin's family had only been able to locate less than $1,000 in his account. And friends also told us that the family is contemplating setting up a GoFundMe to raise money to give Mr. High Value Man a proper fucking funeral. I did not make that shit up. Y'all saw it right there. What is so high value about your fucking family, your teenage, your 20-something-year-old daughter, your 80-year-old mama trying to figure out a way to put you in the ground? For any man, let me say that, for any man, any big grown Ross man, I'm a man. Especially if you fix your face to be, I'm a man. I want the big piece of chicken. You want the big piece of chicken. That's basically what you're saying. You the man of the house. You can't be the man of the house unless you the man of the house. Let me be clear. For the man in the back. You can't be the man of the house unless you are the man of the house. That don't mean nothing. Can you imagine, even if it was true, let's parade this fantasy. He damn near 60. She 32. She'd have been a dumbass if she was to ever marry somebody who is in their 60s and not stable and have to fucking what the fuck you call co-lease? Y'all know what I'm talking about. An apartment at damn near 60 to say, oh, look where I live. When in Atlanta, I knew a nigga when I was down there who got him a whole motherfucking townhouse for about $40,000. It wasn't the fact he had to put money into it, but like at 60, a nigga that's still, this is the kind of motherfucker that I feel like they still be in a club and they'll have Viagra in their pocket with a fucking cane at like 70. Like, at what point do you grow up and realize that that don't equate to manhood? Being able to be counted on by the motherfuckers closest to you. Your children. Your elderly parents. To the women or women in your lives. But no. I can't wrap my mind around it. So you, I got another article because we got the other Dusties, child. I gotta bring them up. Bring them up. I'm gonna drop this link in here. Listen, if I don't know you, if you ain't been in here before, I know most of my people. I'm good like that. If I don't recognize your name, don't even click on it, sis. Or bruh. Because it's going to be the bruh. Don't even click on it. It don't make no sense. Child, so here come Joe Budden and T.I. Y'all heard about these I'm so sick of everybody trying to make women feel bad for not feeling bad. The black women. Not women. Let me be clear. Black women. The audacity of men. Can I just say this? The audacity of them to don't even bother with us. Because common sense should already tell you why we ain't fucking with them. It's delusional and abusive towards black women to think that we're supposed to care anything for someone who has built his career off of the drageth of us. Hold on, let me see something. What the fuck is this? Somebody just sent me some weird. Anyway. The drageth. Like, why? Because everything in a man tells you that he is selfish and he will not allow that. But for us, we better swallow it, take it, and fucking praise a nigga that attempted to drag us, our entire race. Fuck just black women. Because the way I see it, he attempted to drag our entire race to the pits of hell from which the fuck he came. Okay? That's how I see it. This better be an emergency. Yeah, I'm just checking. To the pits of hell from which we came. Because look at this. This is of high value. A nigga who leaves you in debt. If that's what you consider value, I don't want no parts of it. I don't consider him. That is not valuable. A man, that is not manly. A man who leaves you and his family in debt. Burdened and indebted. But you want the big piece of chicken because you got a leg swinging between your legs. I think's not. Let's pull this up. Let's pull these motherfuckers up. T.I. and Joe Budden. I can't help it. All right. T.I., Joe Budden, and more react to the death of image consultant Kevin Samuels. Image consultant? Oh. Kevin Samuels, the controversial image consultant who due to infamy on social media due to his views on women and relationships, passed. His mother, they put her name out, I don't need to do that, confirmed that he passed to NBC News. Ma'am, he was a YouTuber. Get on YouTube. She said that was a terrible thing for social media to put that out. I didn't even know. I hadn't even been notified, she said. All I'm doing is requesting that people pray for us. I've said this before, and there's no shade toward his mother or his daughter. I just can't do that for you. You want more from me than your son would have given us. That's what it is. And you know what? As a woman, I know she can comprehend that. As a woman, women have great comprehension skills. Okay, all right. Apparently these men don't. All right, let's go. Samuels developed a cult following. Check out the verbiage used, okay? Okay? Nature boy out here getting tossed and locked up. He ain't got no bail. This shit happening. The manosphere is under FBI investigation. But it's us. Okay. Every black man I know personally thinks this shit is bananas. Look, can I just say that? Every black man I personally know think this shit is fucking crazy. Okay? And can't comprehend what the fuck the rest of y'all can't comprehend. I don't understand. But okay. Samuels developed a cult following on social media Thursday and Friday. Tributes poured in about Samuels, including one from Joe Budden, T.I., and more. Okay? Joe Budden said, it's disgusting what some of y'all do when death occurs. Sir, I like you as a creator. Sit down. And they dragged Joe Budden. They said the nerve of him talking, ain't he the one who was beating babies out of motherfuckers? I just said, oh, well, I guess they said what they said, and I'm going to go sit down. That's what they said about Joe Budden. I ain't say it, they said it. T.I. shared his thoughts on Instagram, remarking how he hoped God would be pleased if Samuel's time on earth. Rest well, big dog, he captioned next to a photo picture of Samuel's in heaven. Oh, he said, y'all still fat and average. I ain't fat and I ain't average, but keep going. My God, be pleased and accept your service, brother. Speaking your truth on behalf of the unnoticed was untruly a thankless task. I'm thankful for the time we've had opportunities to celebrate success and exchange philosophies together. Love and respect. Child. What Future said, child? Peace said, rest in peace. I want to know what Future said. She said, when did Samuels die being 56 and unmarried? Done fucked up two women's statistics. These niggas is delusional about who they are. Can we just be real about that? Please, I'm about to head to these comments. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me in my social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms, or Jovi Beauty School. Listen, we upgraded. So please follow, please subscribe, and don't forget to drop a super chat, a cash app, or whatever. I'm Jovi Beauty. Thank you very much. Hey Deidre, she said, girl, the nerve equals I'll be listening from the clouds. He was a bane, a fraud, a whole loser. Deidre, I love you, girl. Golden said, it's being 57, living in an apartment and someone else's name for me. This is what I'm talking about. Because even Chip, can you imagine? Even a younger girl thinking, oh, he's stable, he's older, he Kevin Samuels, look, he got more Louis than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. You ain't got, the apartment ain't in your name. Ain't no, is there life insurance? I can't get, my mind can't get over a nigga, a grown man that has nothing. Of course you're gonna blame all the women for your issues, because who the fuck wants to blame themselves? You ever notice it's always the men with nothing that want to blame the women for the issues? There are a lot of men out here with shit. There's a lot of black men out here with shit. With shit. The fuck is your excuse? What are y'all excuses? Except for not taking accountability for your life and your fucking decisions as a man. Like, you spend the first 10 years of your adulthood wanting to be a rapper or some dumb shit, or wanting to do nothing, or living off of bitches, and then we mad and confused when we 35 and the woman has 15 years ahead of you. And you just trying to figure out what you want to do at 30 fucking 3. It's not her fucking job to raise you after you decided to waste your life until you gray-headed. And then be mad about it. And won't blame us because of it. Hey, Kende. Those women, some women like to be disrespected and degraded. Let me just say that. Some women they don't understand. They think that shit is love, like abuse. Like a nigga beating your ass. They can't be with a nigga who ain't beating their ass because they think it's love. Some women don't feel good unless they got a nigga degrading them. Telling them how worthless they are. They probably seen it happen all their life. And if a nigga don't do it, they don't feel loved. She said, I was wondering if it's true. Child, that's why I said when I first saw it, it was only on 2 things. And I waited. And nobody said anything. Oh, this is another one. He never had it. He didn't know how to manage it. And men like that, I know men like that. Shit, I have friends who was fucking married and shit to men like this. Ain't good with money worth a damn, but you can't tell them nothing. In debt. 30 years together, 20 years together, ain't got nothing to your name. Nigga, you probably should have let your wife manage it, but no, you the man. You got to know where you good at and where you're not good at. These are always women and this, women and that. Men with women do better because of shit like this. Just shit like this. What if he didn't die? What if he would have had a stroke? Who the fuck would have took care of him? If half his shit would have went, who the fuck would have took care of him? But the women is the problem and the devil. I feel you though. I feel you. It's the scandal of it for me. Hey Jamie, good morning. Child. Thank you. I ain't work out since Friday. Did we go Friday? Yeah, we went Friday. I ain't work out since Friday. I'm ready to put it in. I'm thinking about going to the pool, but then I might get my hair wet. It's a whole thing, y'all. Anyway. I made a... She said, Patrick says, sis, are you serious? That's what they're saying. I'm hoping to God they're wrong and it's somewhere. But like, if his friends is saying, your friends know what it is. Like, that shit crazy. You're in that much debt that you had to pay. It's like, it's like, again, it's just screaming the no accountability for your bad choices. And let's double down on our bad choices and then teach other men to make those choices. That's going to leave them fucked up and destitute. Because again, I keep telling y'all, I ain't Christian or whatever, but a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. How's that been working for y'all old single niggas? Thank you. Everybody saying the color looks great on me. Thank you. Hey, Nina from Facebook. We get more Facebook views. Y'all, if y'all don't follow us on Facebook, follow me on Facebook, child. I don't even like Facebook, but follow us on Facebook. Facebook/Jovi Beauty. Follow us there. Share the videos on your Facebook, okay? I'm trying to grow over on Facebook so I can get some of that Facebook money, child. Facebook, apparently they got big money. I don't know. I don't really fuck with Facebook, but please follow me. Here we go. The flights to LA to New York, Tiffany shopping sprees, Gucci shopping sprees, getting rising sisters, please cuss your cussing and fire and keep my leg. Yes, all of that. And I understand, like, you know, you ain't never really had it, and now, okay, I want to get some nice shit, but like, and then what? I thought we were supposed to be not responsible, right? We don't think. These niggas don't think about the future. They don't think about the long run. They don't think about providing stability for themselves, let alone for their families. They don't think. I thought we were the ones who did stupid shit. He said he didn't have an attorney to handle his estate, the king of Dusties. But what we say, we're wrong though. We're wrong though. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. She says Charleston White is always talking about the stacks he generated on a daily. Listen, he made a decent amount of money. Okay, he made shows. Did he make them daily? He made shows often enough. He had a lot of people in there. A lot of people is apparently throwing super chats. Y'all know the super chat. Y'all send them cash apps and shit. I don't know. I would assume, right? He's on this person's show. You know, Future got him in a video. I hope Future paid him for it. Like, you would hope. But again, if you got more debt, number one, that you got to pay off, okay, fine, shit happens. And then you trying to live like Gucci and gold, and you got more Louis Vuitton than a bitch like me, and y'all see I'm stacked up. you know, but I ain't buy half of them shits. Nigga bought it for me anyway. You know, you trying to live like that, and you have nothing to fall back on. But we're unreasonable. We're unreasonable. We don't make good decisions. Apparently, we be making some good ass fucking decisions. And apparently, maybe if y'all motherfuckers listen to your wives and girlfriends, maybe if you had some, picked the good one and had some, you wouldn't die so fucking in destitute. Hi. Unforgettable.
Hey, Jovi.
Hey, boo. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Okay. I have so many questions, like always.
Okay, girl. But don't drop too much. We kind of keep it going. Go ahead, sis.
Do you think he had the money hid in the mattress? Because some older people don't believe in banks. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here.
Well, where is it? Apparently, they said they've been looking for it. I would assume if a man, I'm thinking if he put it in a mattress if he'd have put it in a mattress kind of man, his mama would know that, because his mama probably would have instilled that in him, right?
Not because he old and set in his ways, and you know there might be a trait that. Anyway, I'm just trying to get the benefit of the doubt. And my next thing is this: the manosphere is boosting him up. I mean, there's going after people. Anybody that says anything bad about his past. Now, I'm not celebrating his past, but this represents how you treated people while you were living.
There you go.
Steve Harvey said something. He said, when on your tombstone, your birth date and your death date are what's on your tombstone. But what's more important is that dash in between. That represents how you lived. How he treated the women just to make money. Now, if they do a GoFundMe, won't it be mostly women that would have to help?
And I would even think it's sadder because I got somebody told me, well, maybe he didn't even think like that. You know, it was just for a click and a view. And it's like, but that's forever who you're gonna be remembered as. When you getting judged by that black woman in heaven, because you know they said she a black woman. When you getting judged up there, ain't nobody care about what's really in your heart if this is what you've been spewing.
And the next thing, remember when he was threatening to sue DJ Envy? Because DJ Envy said that he was at some store. I'm gonna just say Gucci, and said that he was hassling some of the customers and stuff because he was an image consultant. He was trying to get them on as a client. Wouldn't he be kind of grasping for money at that point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it just, I never called him, never watched him. I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. Look, I don't need you to talk bad about me. Because I promise you, I can make you look really, really bad. So, in them black suits he had on. So, all right, Jovi, and you look good, girl. I like that blonde and that blue.
Thank you, girl.
Yes, and hello to y'all both this morning. Hello, this afternoon.
Hey, Jada.
Black girl magic. Black girl.
Hey. Okay, shout out to everybody in the chat.
Thank you, Unforgettable. I appreciate it. All right, bye, sis. Hey, Jada, girl. So,
hey,
LaRon said he was pulling in. That's what I'm trying to tell people. He was pulling in a decent amount of money. LaRon said it was like 48. I don't know, but he was pulling in a decent amount of money. I will say that.
He was definitely getting money.
He was getting money.
The man was getting money, but he was spending money. See, remember, now, give me a second because I got to make sure I don't say certain things. Remember back when I told y'all I know for sure that this is not no high value man. I didn't give y'all full details, but I said this is not what it looks like to be a high value man.
No.
People were saying like, no, he had money. No, he took the money from the pandemic and flipped, and he did a good job at it, but he did not know what to do with the money. How I know? Because seeing him, I had to catch myself. Seeing him, there were certain things that I told y'all were missing that would be considered a high value man. Being able to witness it, I told y'all there were things about him that was not a high value man. Now, I'm a fast across all the other stuff because I can't mention certain things. But when I told y'all realize, you know I can't.
I know. I'm waiting. Go ahead. We listening, girl. Go ahead.
I gotta make sure. Okay. So remember when I said y'all noticed those candles stopped, right? He wasn't getting those candles no more. He was wearing some of the same different suits and stuff a lot of times. And then lately his suits, the pants were not as tailored as they had been. When people are like, he was in so much debt. Yes, because when that money stopped, he was still getting money for YouTube, but it was not enough to continue. He got them credit cards he owes money on. He's sitting up there spending money as quick as he get it. He was no different from somebody who was living check to check. He was living show to show. And that's why he was constantly creating shows. Some stuff we were hearing that were the same stuff over and over again. And I didn't even watch all his shows, but every time he did a show, people were doing clips. And I'm like, this it's just the same regurgitated stuff. But nonetheless, it's okay. I mean, he did what he set out to do. He proved a point. You can get out here and do it if you want to. You just got to make the right choices, right? But at the same time, saying that he's high value, he was high earning with a lot of debt because he had to keep up with this lifestyle that he had to try and prove to y'all. It doesn't matter if he made $40K a month. He spent over $40K. Do y'all hear me?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That is not, stability is very important to me, boo. That is crazy to me. Like at damn near 60, we know why. Again, we know why you are in this position now because look at what the fuck.
Right.
But
I'm like, y'all,
it's us. And that's
it's
my point, because even, a lot, of course, the majority of them ain't making even what he making on YouTube. Or he wasn't making that before he was making it on YouTube. Fine. But like, but it's us.
and I'm not. Again, I have always said I don't have a problem with Kevin Samuel. I think he was smart. He played the
He
game. He
played the
did what he
game.
said. He ain't no different from the other folks that y'all be sitting up here talking about that end up getting um exposed, quote unquote, right? So hey, y'all still follow them? I ain't surprised y'all following Kevin Samuel. To me, Kevin was not exactly a bad person. He's not somebody that I would be like, oh, I hate him, I can't stand him. Da, da, da. I'm not doing all of that. I didn't have the energy for it. When y'all ask me would I date him, I'm like, I keep trying to tell y'all I date actual high value men. So parenting men don't really get that much of my attention because there's a certain standard that I live by.
Yeah.
You said that,
And I
where's his
can't do it.
insurance? He hung around lawyers and had no insurance. He had nothing set up. He had no plan.
Yo.
Now, also allow me
No
to say,
plan. That's no, as a man, and that's what I'm saying. But we're silly. We don't think. We don't make good decisions. We this. But what the fuck is that?
right. And you can tell he ain't had no real friends, because why is his real friends sitting up telling his business that the family is telling them? I'm like, sometimes y'all got to realize when y'all ain't got no real friends. And
There you
I could
go.
tell that. But nonetheless, I want to also bring this in as well. We don't know what all the family found, because a lot of his money isn't completely charted, right? Not as of right now. If they looking in bank accounts, maybe he ain't got it in bank accounts. Maybe not the ones they looking for.
Yeah.
So I don't believe he only had $1,000 to his name. You ain't gonna get me to believe that. I would look at mom and the family and be like, y'all lying, right? Just say y'all want the people to pay for his funeral. Just say that. Y'all want the people to pay for his funeral. And then the men are rallying for the women to love them some Kevin Samuels like he was their role model daddy. And that just
Yes.
ain't gonna happen. And I hate to have to say it, because see, if the men didn't rally so hard like this, I wouldn't feel like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say something. Because usually I don't say that much about Kevin. But it's like, y'all ain't gonna get me to sit and believe that this man is like the upper echelon role model to look at.
To look up
He's
to.
not. Y'all stop. Did he have great points a lot of times? Yes. Did he have them all the time? No. Does that make him perfect or imperfect? He just was a man who was skillful with what he was doing. And high five to that. But the
Yeah.
rest of that, come on, y'all,
Come
stop
on.
it. He loved black women. If he loved black women, why did he have the elephant song? Why did he have the song, Bitch Don't Kill, excuse me, B Don't Kill My Vibe? He would play that when he hanging up on women and stuff. When he would sit up there and say different things, that is not love. Stop trying to pandle me with this retardedness. This is not what it is. Y'all gonna make women want to rebel even more. And that's probably what y'all trying to do, because y'all need the views. Y'all are trying to get all of those 1.4 million subscribers that now need a place to go. Just call it what it is and stop trying to use us to get it.
There you go. Speak it. Tell
Now,
him.
if y'all that mad, if he ain't got the money, the friend should have told the other high value men that y'all claim that y'all all are and that y'all all have, y'all should take that and then go ahead and pay for his funeral. He should have a horse and carriage. He should have a Maserati stretch pulled back, whatever y'all want to call it, okay? But if that's what y'all want, y'all do it, because the sisters are not about to be out here rallying for nothing, not even a street name. We ain't about to be rallying for a statue. He was not Malcolm X. That's a man that gave encouragement to both women and men to see themselves a certain different way, to see their value, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He was the one that helped build families. We are more divided than we were before he started talking this stuff. So what are y'all talking about? Stop it.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of those. I got a lot of those. He built the black fan. How? What? It's like, yeah. Oh.
No,
Okay.
I can't even be silent no more to say that. Like, come
Like,
on, y'all, just stop. Just say
huh?
y'all looking for the crowd to come y'all way, and y'all trying to do what it take so that the women will come and complain on your channel. Just say that.
Just say that. I could deal with that. Just say that. I'm looking to get.
Right, just say that. Y'all
I'm
want to be
looking
next
for the
up. Say that.
stragglers. Looking
Okay,
for the stragglers. Okay.
it's okay. Jeez. Ugh.
Child, I don't know. I just thought it was. I was like, I refuse to talk about this motherfucker again.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, they keep and in the comments, it's like, man, like you said, I can't. It's like I can't not talk about it because like y'all really, it's like they really live in delusions, and they feel like if they say it enough times, it's gonna make it true.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And here it is. Look, the women are. It, from what I noticed, the women are not dragging him as like a hate thing. The reason why y'all see it that way, for some of the channels that I've at least been in, because I don't go around a lot of different channels that they may be talking about, because it could be. But what y'all are hearing is us saying the same stuff that Kevin have said, and we poking through it just like Kevin would poke through to what the women are saying on the
There you
channel.
go.
So if he can poke through their stuff, why can't the women poke through his? He lived his last two lives, or almost 3 years, saying he was a certain kind of man.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out he's not living as that kind of man. So the women should be able to talk about this. We should be able to discuss this so
Yep.
that women do not fall for the trap.
That's what I'm saying. He's 60. And if you present, like, even if it is true, like, okay, he was messing with this girl, like, for real, like, 30 something, this man is almost 60 and presents like he has his life together. But it would have been the dustiest of all.
Okay? Because look,
Fucked up
somebody in the
debt.
chat said, what would you
Her having
say?
to put apartments in her name. Her having to do this. Somebody just wrote, oh, he had his money in investments because of all the collections. Ma'ams, and ma'ams. He's still in horrible credit. Horrible credit. This is what you're saying. That is not given what you think is given.
He ain't put that much money in investments. That means that he will put
Investments
the
and
majority of his
collection.
money
So you're
in.
gonna have a 400 credit score and investments. How does that work in for your best interest? Why not pay off your fucking debts?
Right. And for a man who is that old, and okay, so 60, almost 60 is not really that old. But let's just say for a man that old, who claims that he has things in order, told y'all men to have yourself in order. Let's not forget that. He did not have himself in order. So let's
At
just say
all.
that. He didn't have himself in order. He didn't have his life in
In
order. And we
order.
ain't talking about if he did good or bad things. We talking about the natural less nature that every man at that age should have. Did we not already
Yes.
discuss that, black women?
Yes. Like
We just discussed it when we talked about
he supposed
DMX,
to
when we
he
talked about the
supposed to be
comedian he got.
papa. He supposed to be grandpa. He supposed to be papa. He supposed to be the one you can depend on. Like, but this is y'all goals.
Yeah. And I'm not celebrating his death at all.
It's not it's not a celebration of his death. People die.
I
It's
actually
not
like
like
his family. I like
yeah,
him.
well, I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
I don't really care. It didn't matter to me. Come or going. It's the irony of all of this shit. Like, for real? And then they still doubling down and tripling down. Girl, and they tripling down on this shit. Doubling and tripling down on the bullshit.
Yes, they are.
I can't. That's what I can't get past.
I can't deal with all of that. It was bothering me because I'm like, y'all feeding this to the children and to the men. Y'all only causing more divide. So if that's what y'all trying to do, take over for Kevin, then say that. But just say you looking for them followers to come your way. That's understandable. That's business. I get it.
That's business. I
But
understand it.
we ain't celebrating the death. We are just talking about what's going on here. And there's nothing wrong with us talking about it. He talked about stuff. Why can't we? He sat up there on his channel, and every woman that came up there, he found a way to disagree, not make her look bad, because some of the women did, they were bad. But no matter what a woman said, they could even agree with him, and he still would try and pull
Find
out
a way
something
to drag you to the pits of hell, because that's what they need to do, to lower you.
That's it. I'm like, man, is it not one woman? But that was the look, and that was the look that it gave. You know what I'm saying? So come on now, this is a man who sat up doing all these different things, and y'all want women to smile, be happy, and celebrate him in the way that you want him celebrated from us.
Yep. The way they want him celebrated from us. And it blows my mind. It's like, why do you even care? Why do you care? Y'all get together and kumbaya it up on y'all own channels. That's what I'm like, why y'all even in here? Why are you here to argue with us? Go kumbaya it up on y'all channels. Because I damn sure am not in on their channels looking at they pro Kevin content, leaving comment. I ain't looking at it, number one. And I damn sure ain't in there leaving comments, being mad and angry about it, and throwing fucking hissy fits and writing paragraphs. And
that's just wild to me. Like, come on, folks. Like, let's just say, because somebody said it's Cynthia G, I don't care nothing about Cynthia G. What about the black women who have died that have been good black women dying at the hands of whomever? Did y'all celebrate those women the way y'all want us to celebrate Kevin Samuels? Or did you get on your channels and pick faults at the stuff that y'all felt she didn't do right?
Child, these are the same men who had excuses of why those murderers, like what it was 2 months ago, that man who took out his baby mama and who took out the ex-wife and the baby. These are the same men who got up there and was excusing this man. Remember, he was on live. We did a video about it. Yeah, and she came out to pick up her kids, and he went in there and he did her in. These were the same men who made excuses, and it was still those women's faults. And even in their death, they dragged those women. And especially even worse when they thought those women were black, but when they found out those women weren't black, they still dragged their asses to filth.
Didn't they?
And those women were murdered on camera. Exactly. And look, and they had no empathy. These men will but the audacity of you to act like them. Right. No empathy, no thought, no care. Like I said, they'll do some shit to you, and then you do it to them. Because you want all of this nurturing from us. You want us to be the woman when you need us to pat your back and rub you, make you feel better.
Oh, you mean like old boy who girlfriend murked him, stabbed him up several times? Are you talking about like that? Mm-hmm. Like how the brother got on TV and said that he needed the sisters to come and do their job because this is what the sisters do? But did you tell your brother to stop behaving the way he did? Huh. He said he didn't need us then. He don't need us now. Sisters, y'all hold the fort down on that one. Shout out to y'all. I was surprised. I just knew they were going to rally and call the white girl, all these other names and get justice and da-da-da-da-da. And the family should have justice. Allow me to say that. Yeah. Family should have justice. I'm not biased on that thought.
But they're not going to get it.
I don't have to be your backing support.
I'm not your backing support, especially when when your whole everything, your whole who you are was anti-me. And anti anyone who looked like me. Like, when your whole everything is anti anyone who looks like me.
Exactly.
What do you want from us?
All right.
You want us to take the ass whooping and say, I deserved it. You want us to be the abused women in this relationship. You beat our ass and then we say, I'm sorry, it was my fault.
Exactly. Now, as I already said, it was the women, because I got to say this to y'all before y'all fall into the trap again. Y'all are the one who made him famous. Yeah. Y'all let him get to y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all went on his show.
Not me. So y'all.
I blame Kevin for having an outlet that y'all decided to create a demand for. Y'all did that, and y'all gotta stop, because y'all doing it right now. Yep. Y'all running to these men's channels trying to take up for yourself and all this other stuff for what? Y'all doing it all over again. Stop. If you don't feel you that way, then don't worry about it.
Don't worry
If you
about
get
it.
a lesson from it, get a lesson from it. But y'all keep running to these people's channels,
Crying,
and then y'all mad that they
whining.
do y'all like that. Stop. I don't think Kevin was that bad. I think y'all was that bad. Because y'all gave him the
You
fire.
allowed it. Yeah. You allowed it. It's like saying, yeah, you mad at that man for disrespecting you, but I also say you have to take accountability for you allowing that nigga to disrespect you.
Exactly. Time and
You
time
know.
again. It's like I'm looking at these women, and that's why I really didn't like to watch the show. It wasn't even Kevin. Because I told y'all before, there's a lot of stuff he said that I agree with. But it was looking at the women that would go up there. I thought he was paying women. To realize that these women are volunteering to go up there,
Voluntarily going up
acting the way
there
they are.
to get disrespected. I be like, I don't understand.
Y'all gave them all the ammunition. This is on y'all. Sisters, take the L on that. This is on y'all. Y'all did that. And if y'all don't want that type of thing again, don't go to their channels trying to do all of that. Because y'all going to be the
Still
same way.
trying
Y'all
to.
looking for validation to
There we
say,
go.
I'm not like them. I'm not like sis. Now that we done heard your story, you are exactly like the women he talking about.
Yep. I'm not
Stop
like
making us
them.
look bad.
Stop trying to. Yeah, I'm like every black woman. Shut up. Stop trying to avoid being like you sound crazy as hell, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to prove that I'm a better. No. The fact that you think you need to prove yourself to these men tell me that you are not better.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Shawnee. Thank you, Shawnee, for your $9.99. Thoroughly appreciated. Again, all donations are greatly appreciated. Cash App, Super Chats, PayPal, all of that. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Shawnee said, I know that's right. I want no parts of his high value debt. Kevin Samuel was a fraud in every way, and he played all the men into believing him, and now they're trying to cover for him. Yeah. I agree, Shawnee.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of covering. Like, what are y'all talking about that she was somebody he knew before? No, just like she said, she just met him. Stay the night. She didn't even know how his platform was ran. That's how she almost kept getting in the camera. Look, I'm not going to be playing with y'all.
Wait, child. Hold up.
Hey, Couture Bay.
Hold
Come
up.
on here, blonde hair. Get everything else he mentioned. You got it. What?
Cause she trying to drag me into her stereotype. Cause Miss Pick Me is trying to drag me into her stereotype. Miss Pick Me. I am not like you. Look at you. You look crazy. He would have dragged her. I'm everything. It's wow. It be like, ma'ams, everything Jada just said. She's talking to bitches like you. Like, God damn. Go ahead. No, because you talk, while you talking, I'm reading, and I'm like, ain't this a bitch?
Ain't this? Look, I'm just trying to tell y'all to get y'all stuff together. All right? For the men or even the women in the chat that feel like what I'm saying is wrong, what I'm saying is discerning, what I'm saying is bashing him. Look, I liked Kevin. He wasn't like no bestie or something. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't somebody I was go hang out and ride with all the time. I like Kevin. But the truth is the truth. For the person who said what's going to be on my tombstones when I die, they're going to have a super big one for me, player, because I got plaques on my wall.
And people are going to be there.
You know what I'm saying?
Not strangers on YouTube who he don't know in real life.
Immediately.
Can you imagine my homegirl Tasha, my motherfucking best friends telling the blogs with the hat at my death? Never, nigga. Y'all friends ain't even your friends.
The friends ain't even your friends.
Death. Your friends ain't even your friends. That could never. But again, you can't, like, God damn. It's just, oh man.
Was like ask Couture Bay. I hit Couture Bay up, and okay, so shame on me. I just told her myself. I hit Couture Bay up. Shout out to Bree. And I was like, hey, it is true. Kevin Samuels did pass away. They are asking that we do not really say much because the family has not been contacted. So they want the family, because once the family was contacted, then it was like, okay, they want to be the ones to say something. Couldn't even give it that respect. Somebody had to come to the internet and act like they just, I have to tell the new. You didn't have to. You could have waited till the family were properly notified.
Oh,
they didn't even get the chance to identify the body or nothing yet. And
I heard about how that happened. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I didn't even know that person was back on YouTube. I was like, well, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, hot spam in a jar. So, it's just like, he had no real friends. And okay, so maybe he did, because I don't know who all spilled beans and said different stuff. I won't say that. Before, every time I hear somebody saying, well, close friend of Kevin, a close friend of Kevin, a close friend of Kevin.
Yeah.
All of these close friends are telling all of his business, all the dirt, everything.
Listen to this. Hold up. And this is coming from a Facebook page. Shout out to Facebook. She said KS was not in debt. His watch alone was $100K. His cologne he wears was $800. He was not broke or in debt. Ma'am, you just told us why he was in debt. You just told us why he only had $1,000 and possibly only had $1,000 in the bank.
Because it ain't like he could take that cologne and flip it to the amount of money that he paid.
Y'all sound crazy. The nigga-ness in you.
The moment it got on his arm, it decreased in value.
What the fuck? Like, huh? But okay.
You ain't seen people in the neighborhood or on TV that got all of this money on their bodies, but they can't cash it in nowhere to help save their life. Water is off. Light and gas is off. They signing up for benefits. Look, people that look like they rich can be broke. Those are the ones that tell you.
Those are the ones that be broke. Those are the ones that be broke. You fucking for real? She said he got $100,000 watch, bitch. So do a lot of broke motherfuckers. They ain't got shit. What are you saying? I lived in Atlanta. One of the reasons I didn't like Atlanta is because of the pompous bullshit. People living in mansions and they don't have furniture to fill them up. You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like this ain't ATL vibes all day. Let's not do it all day.
All day. And just in case, because I gotta continue to do what I was doing, but I can still be here. But I know I was on somebody live the other day. It was a joke that was thrown. I'm gonna repeat that joke now, and I'm gonna say, me and Kevin was not that tight. I did not sleep with Kevin. Okay, I just want to make sure that I throw that out, because somebody tried to throw me under the bus. That did not happen.
They said you was trying to get with Kevin.
Girl, I cracked it wasn't even a joke. It was a reality thing. I said, well, he didn't have a problem with my weave and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, wait, cut. You let Kevin smash? I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying that he did not, the way that he talked online is not necessarily how he be approaching people in person. Like one time he said, and I asked him about this, he said that the way that he figured out if women were crazy or whatnot is he does something outrageous and see how she responds to it. Like how he did the girl in the parking lot. I'm like, Kevin, was that true? He was like, well, just as an instance, I'm just saying what men can do. Oh, okay, so that was a lie. Nonetheless, it's like, okay. So just, again, recognizing certain things, I'm like, this is not what a high-value man is like.
Yeah.
It's not what he's like. So, no, he wouldn't have got my cookies. I'm not saying my cookies is up for a purchase price, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Would I go out on a date with him? Yes. I would not lie about that. Would I go back to his place? No. Would I dip it up, pick it up slow, like a tour baby saying? No. No. And before anybody can even say, well, you ain't his preference, you don't know what I am. The man smiled. I must have been something. So, nonetheless, continue. I just had to make sure I said that part because I know it was said, and then
They're gonna blow you up. They're gonna be like, Jada out here trying to be
okay.
the new Kevin Samuels, talking about that was her man's on the low.
No, I ain't like the other chicks. And no, I'm a stand by what I said, TT Baby One. I didn't watch all his shows. I didn't say I didn't watch them at all. I said I didn't watch all his shows. The stuff that I would catch that people would send is what I would most likely catch. When I first heard about him, I watched about 3 videos and it's still the same way. When I told y'all I watched them 3 videos, that was all I watched, even still to this day, unless there's clips that people want me to either look at, talk on, go on their show and speak about. I'm not a Kevin Samuels watcher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
All right.
regurgitated. I watched all 3 videos and it seems like the same thing.
All right.
You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
kitten.
Hey,
Hey,
Jovi.
Kitten's Touch.
How
How
you
you doing,
doing?
Jada?
Hey, girl.
Oh, it's my first time, so I just wanted to be quick.
Okay, no
I
problem.
I was gonna ask or just wonder if anybody knew, like, whoever the apartment name was in, because like that's the thing I was wondering. Whoever the apartment name is in probably is whoever the bank account or has access to his money if the daughter doesn't. Because we
I don't
still don't
know.
know if the daughter doesn't. Just because the grandmother don't know what's going on, don't know does not mean that the daughter doesn't.
But I don't think she messed with him either, so probably not.
Well, that's true. And then also, but I still think it's some money hidden.
I would think more than likely your mother would be more, cause you know these men's mother. You know,
You said
even
men,
though
but
he
he
dragging
said
her.
men. He don't strike me as a real man. He just strike me. Let me just be for real, because I'm being all politically correct and I'm gonna keep it cute. But he just don't strike me. Even I didn't actually like follow along to have a deep opinion. Let me just be clear on that. But he just didn't strike me as a 40-year-old woman just seeing what it was as a man. A man, if certain things that y'all said that he didn't have in order and in place, that's just that's a male. That's a male.
Yeah.
So we just gonna leave that there. He's a male. And I'm just saying that if you move as a male, he's an only child. He definitely gave that only child syndrome. Why would you, if you already gave kind of hints that you had some kind of weird relationship with your mama, why would you tell your mother anything? You moving about the world as a solo being, especially if you're a man that owes child support. Now, this is really why I called in, Joe, because this is why I said in the chat I wanted to get into some things, because I want to have an honest moment. My father owed child support all my life. You know what I'm saying? And not to my mom, because he had a few. But the point is, he ended up doing jobs off the table, so therefore that he wouldn't have to worry about his finances actually being looked at. But he's to this day never hurting, and was able to take care of and provide, but just never actually let the money come out of a account or a financial institution, if you will. So
YouTube gives us W-2s.
Yeah, they do.
So we get W-2s and we gotta file this shit. It's not under the table
right.
money.
But even with that being said, then if YouTube gives you a W-2, right? And if you are having your wages garnished before you even did a YouTube, and you had a lien on your actual assets, then, and you had no assets besides whatever you put in the bank account, you didn't care about that the years when you didn't work, and you wasn't successful. But when you actually come into money in this lump sum that fast, and all of your money is being garnished that fast, then you don't actually have no money, which maybe the rumor then is true. He ain't have no money because all of his money might have been garnished. You can't owe all that money and within all these years and not pay them back when you get your money.
Yeah.
I don't know if he went to school and never finished. He might owe that too. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely gave, a semester of school. You know how those people be. So, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He probably had more bills and debt in that way. If it's true. And
Very
last
true.
thing I
I
want
am
to
actually hoping that he got the money to take care of his funeral.
Somebody just said
what?
TK said he had plenty of money to leave his daughter. Let me say this, okay? Y'all know I fuck with Tasha,
Oh,
but Tasha only know what that man told her. Tasha don't know that man's personal
Well,
shit.
yeah.
You only know what a man told. That's not her man. So she,
right.
you know, she could say he's whatever he told her is what she's saying to us. But
Right.
again, what
Right.
that don't mean that that was true.
He told us he was our value man.
Yep, he says a lot of things that don't mean
I mean, I'm just
it's
saying.
true.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's all
That's
I really
interesting.
just wanted to say on that. And one last thing, because it seems like usually it's like I'm new to catching the chat on time, as you see. But so like the live chat, I'm usually like gotta watch it back or whatever and leave a comment. But all these new trolls today, how y'all doing? This is what real
How
women
y'all
look
doing?
like. This is
They've
what
been here since.
accountability looks like. Because we held y'all down in 2020 in March with y'all trying to all through the COVID streets. You hear me? Okay? And when it comes time for y'all to stand up with us and for us, here y'all go again. I'm gonna tell y'all now, don't go back home whooping on these women because they around there laughing at y'all about Kevin Samuels. Take your feelings and tuck them up your book. That's all I gotta say. I love you
I
guys. I
agree
love
with
you.
Bye,
that.
kid.
Love
Thank
you too,
Bye.
you.
man.
This guy Ryan saying y'all wasn't getting on his channel talking none of this, Ryan,
For what?
because they Ryan, a woman. I say I don't know how much time I gotta say this. I will never go on anyone's channel, a man, a woman, anyone, especially a man, and argue my value. You sound crazy, insane.
Mm.
We don't.
It would make no sense.
I don't understand. I wouldn't. I am not the kind of me or Jada are not the type. Even though she watched them, even though she smiled at them, we're not
Okay,
the type of women who will call up onto a man's show and say, "Do you think I'm worthy of anything?"
not at all. I don't need him to rate what I look like. I don't need him to
No,
tell me what my body size is
I
like.
got
I don't need him to
it.
tell me what I need to do for the type of man that I got.
I know that already.
I've already had men in my life that could tell me that.
I
So
don't need his
I
guidance.
didn't need it. Now, again, I agree with a lot of stuff he said. The reason why I even got introduced to him was because some people were saying that, you would get along with Kevin. Y'all say the same stuff. I do. Tell women often, Jovi, you know this. I will say, y'all need to lose weight. I am not shy from that. Y'all need to
Yeah.
lose weight. We are double the size of the woman we were back in the 90s. And all the while, the men have only increased a small percentage. They not even at 20% larger than they were since 1990. So we are too big for no reason. We got to stop lying about that. We got to care about our health. Okay. Some of this other stuff that be going on, yes, we do need to choose better. What is wrong with us that we are not choosing what we should be choosing? Yes, there can be other reasons of why. We want to say missing fathers at the home or no good dads. Okay, yeah, that can be a reason, but there can also be other reasons as well. Why did our mothers not choose the right type of men to be around us so that we would know what a good man looked like?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
we say that it was because of her daddy? Yeah. And because of that daddy? Yeah. But at some
At
point back
some
in
point,
time, we were doing better and we got to take accountability for that type of stuff. We got too many excuses out here, ladies. The men can't get inside us unless we allow them, unless it is an RAPE situation. So y'all mad at all of these men for why you got several babies, several baby daddies, and then some of y'all just mad and only got 2 kids. Y'all got a divorce and all that other jazz. Okay, and pick yourself up and get yourself together. I'm not going to tell y'all to settle for anything, but some of y'all are reaching too high, trying to grab at something that you ain't going to be able to get until you level yourself up. And that is just the fact. Some of y'all don't want to date certain type of men. Those are the certain type of men you should be
you
dating because they're
need
the only ones
dating.
that, yeah, those are the only
Yeah.
ones that's going to tolerate some of the stuff that y'all do. So see, I liked what Kevin Samuel said. That's why I can get along with Kevin Samuels. It's not a problem for me, majority of the stuff that he talked about. But the fact remains that he is not that guy that we are going to hold up like he was Malcolm X. Y'all can stop with the cap on that. It's real simple. Ladies, get your life together, and men, get your life together. The audacity of modern men to complain about modern women. Y'all set the tone. Y'all are the leaders, no? Y'all supposed to be the head, right? Do what you're supposed to do and watch the women follow. For
And
those who don't
watch.
want to follow, they won't. Everybody ain't always going to agree. But I bet you women will get they will get on task if you get on task.
There you go.
Y'all blame everything for the reason why our community is not moving forward, but you don't hear that everywhere else. We can say that we are the we're done the worst. Yeah, we are. But since we know that, why are we still arguing 40 years later? I'm hearing the same arguments I've been hearing since I was a kid. When are y'all going to do better? When are you going to select better? This is crazy. We blaming everything on each other instead of taking accountability and moving forward doing better. I remember talking to a guy and he like, women should be virgins, and women who are virgins that ain't never did nothing with nobody are high value women. These are the women that we put on a pedestal. And I'm talking to him and he like,
But he ain't married none
he
of them.
like, yeah, he like, yeah, I love virgins. And I'm like, oh, okay, so virgins are the ones that should be married. They should get all of this other, yeah. Well, have you been with a lot of virgins? Yeah, I've hit a lot of virgins, but you didn't marry all of them.
Not a
So how
one.
crazy is that?
Not a fucking one. People need to get on their shit and deal with
Ladies, you gotta
their
select better.
stuff. You gotta. I say,
Yeah.
we say it all the time. You gotta do better and stop accepting the bullshit. I don't want to hear the bullshit. It's dumb.
I accept it. Marie, you said that sounds like a fool. She talking about what I said. No reason women gain weight, cortisol, poor health care, food, desserts. Do you understand that what you mentioned is stuff that you are doing to your own body? These are your choices. How often do they tell us what we are dying from and y'all still doing it? So you are making that choice. Some of y'all, I had to explain
I
something to
make
my
the
daughter the
choice
other
to
day.
get my ass up and go to the goddamn gym to work this little thing off. It's the choice. I made the
Okay.
choice to say I'm not drinking for 2 months to clear my skin and clear my stuff. It's a choice. I make a choice to buy all my dresses in a certain size, and I gotta lose the weight to be able to fit in that bitch. That's a choice. You could
Okay.
say, oh, hold on. You could say, yeah, I could gain weight, but I don't want to be that person. So I'm going to put in effort to be the person that I want to be. It's how you
Okay.
show up to the
These
fucking
are these
thing.
are choices that you make. Y'all out here making all of these
It's
choices,
the
then get
same
mad at what
choices.
happened.
It's the same choices when these men, like I talk about the men who choose to do nothing with their lives. They chose to not do nothing with their lives and then mad at the choices that they make. We have to be accountable for our shit.
Yes. It is scientific. Somebody said that they have heavy women in Africa who eat healthy. Okay, listen. Allow me to say this. You can eat food that's healthy and be eating too much of it, and you still get big. Have you ever seen vegan people?
There's fat
Some
vegan
vegan
people.
people are big, but they eating too much, and they got to wait for that stuff to go down. So look, at the end of the day, your body size is what it is. Majority of the time because of you. Yeah, we can say there's other different effects that you can't really control, but you know how small of a percentage that is? Don't give me the extreme to combat what I'm saying.
Hey, Couture,
Give me
babe.
something real. We
Yeah.
are causing this problem. I talked to my daughter about the reason why I have a problem with big parents that allow their kids to eat
To
just
be
as much as
big.
they do and
Oh my God.
can't
I hate
be
that. I
married
got some.
to be
Child.
big.
Girl, I got a
It
girl in my
bothers
building like
me.
that. And her daughter Great, nice little girl. And in my head is like, why is she so big? She's obese because you're obese. Not fuck a big bone.
Right.
You are overfeeding that child, and now she's just gonna be a big girl forever because you was a big girl. So now she gotta be. I don't mean thick. I don't mean thick, sis. I mean big. I mean by
Big.
600
I get
pounds and
you.
counting
Now,
ass
you know, I'm
motherfucker
big
big.
boned. It runs in my family. No,
No, it
obesity
does
runs in my
no.
family.
No, and it's
It's
just
just
like
crazy. I told her
it's like
grandmother, stop
how does
son
being
like this.
big like that? And don't get me wrong, because there's men who like big girls, but the reality is how has being big like that helped your life out? Not good. So
Not
you're gonna
good.
put that
And
on
they
your
know that.
kids? You gonna put that on
Misery
your
loves company.
kids? Misery loves company. There you go. You right.
It's like, come on. My daughter's friend, grandmother, we at this birthday party, right? I
Hold
hadn't
on,
seen him
Jada.
in 1 year.
I'm gonna put you on Reaper. Let's see what you gotta say. Hello.
Hey, Slim Reaper, how you doing, honey?
Hello, how you doing? Thank you for allowing me to the beauty school. I'm just here to drop off some mail. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
like Slim Reaper. I don't know if Slim Reaper like me, but I've seen him around. I kind of like Slim Reaper. He ain't that
Yeah,
bad.
I got some good things to say. Let me first say about Kevin Singh when it comes to his finances. I wish people like him would have had a plan like Tasha K. I remember, I'm been a fan of Tasha K from day one. I remember when she got to like 200,000 subscribers, that she had a situation with what's it called, Star, with the Jessica Reed situation. I think
Yeah,
she had a
yeah.
plan right then and there. She like, okay, let me get a team. And she got a PR team, and then she started hiring Chelsea, and then she started hiring the other girl and Nicole and all these people, and now her money grows because now she know how to expand her platform. I think with Kevin Samuels, he had the platform, he had people attention, but at the end of the day, he did not know how to expand his platform where his platform could really grow, not only in subscribers but in finances. And I think
Okay.
that's where he messed himself up as a content creator and not set a good example for the other men of spirit people out there.
Okay.
And so when it comes to like the way he talked to women and stuff like that, I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I think you can still criticize women without degrading them and making them feel like they less than. Especially us, saying African American men, saying we already know African American women have it hard in it, not only in the industry but in life in general. So why would we make it harder by disrespecting them and not, say treating them with the respect and grace that they deserve as queens? And so I feel like he could have still held women accountable without, degrading them and making them feel less than, like he trying to uplift another race, but disregard our race
Yeah.
and our women. And I just think that's not right. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's bad enough that white media disgrade us black people through their, their channels, through their, content, and among other things. And then you got somebody like him that will do the same thing and continue that stereotype, and then they wonder why we're dysfunctional as a people, black and black men and black women, because we don't know how to grow each other, we don't know how to help each other and lift each other. We always just keep tearing each other down, thinking that at the end of the day, we just try to be the crab and the bear and try to get ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's just how I feel. I mean, I just feel like, I was talking to my girl about this the other day when we were eating dinner at a restaurant. It's just like, I agree with some of the stuff that he's saying. I just don't agree with the manner that he treats these women to do it. I just don't
Okay.
feel like it has to be either or. It could be both. You can hold these women accountable, but they also still show them the respect and grace that other content creators could show them the same respect and grace as well.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes down to big picture, I'm gonna keep it real with us as black men. We're broken. We don't know how to handle rejection. We don't know how to handle, no. We come into functional environments and we don't know how to turn that off. And unfortunately, we don't know how to humble ourselves enough to go to therapy and work on ourselves.
Humble. Yeah.
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 And work on ourselves. Talk to somebody. Talk to a professional. And allow ourselves to grow and evolve.
Yeah.
So we know how to treat not only women, but treat people, period.
Treat people in general. Yeah.
Now, I am going to hold you women accountable for one thing.
Feel free. I like accountability.
Reason why a lot of times us black men Don't go to therapy or don't show vulnerability because y'all make fun of us when we do, or y'all use that as a not to not value us as men because of it. You know what I'm saying?
And I will
Think,
agree that some women do that. You are
Yeah.
absolutely right. And
think about
I continue to say that to people. Stop doing
Letting
that
your
to
mate,
men.
yeah.
think about this for a second. Like me and my girl talked about this the other day at the restaurant. She was like, "Well, why? Well, how come white women, white men, can have a successful dating relationship than black women don't?" I said, "Think about this for a second. A white man could cry on his woman's shoulder, and they bring them closer, and they have a bond and everything. A black man cry on a woman's shoulder, or we punks, we sissies. We don't want to date men like that. Oh,
But can
I
I
want me
tell
a
you how that
gun time.
happened?
How it happened?
Because the men told us that. How many fathers told their sons, stop crying like a little punk?
True,
Stop acting weak.
true.
We didn't learn that on our own from our mothers. Our mothers weren't doing that. The mothers were said to be making their sons soft by allowing them to cry and stuff. It was the men of the 70s
Hmm.
and all the way down that started saying that they were punks and weak, et cetera, et cetera. And so because of that, some of the younger ladies realized, or, from that type of standpoint, that when a man cries and says stuff and is down and all of that stuff, he must be weak. He must be a punk. And they don't want to see that.
I agree with that. But then at the same time,
I
that's
just want
what
to say that because it always get thrown on women that we don't allow y'all, but we learned that from somewhere. Now, not all of us, but for some of us, we learned that from somewhere. Y'all done even started telling the daughters to stop doing that. Y'all done made them turn into men.
Yeah. Y'all, yeah, we are out here having these little girls, and making them hard, or they acting like niggas now. Where you thinking that coming from? It's the same shit that broke the men.
But that's true. I agree with that, and I think it do come down to the 70s, after the civil rights movement, because us men had to be strong. We had to be tough. We had to be, show no emotion because we had to take on a issue that will set our greater generations to come because we had to take on that sacrifice. But unfortunately, us men, in the 70s, like you said, we ain't know how to turn it off, and so the women
Yeah.
carried on that standard that shouldn't be carried on because at the end of the day, now we got these men that don't know how to treat women because they don't know how to make themselves vulnerable. And I
They don't know
think
how to
that's what
treat themselves. Yeah.
yeah,
You're right. They don't
Yep.
know how to treat themselves. They never saw it happen. They never saw anybody treat their mama good. It's sad.
yeah. I mean,
It is sad.
it is
And
sad.
I continue to say that we got to get soft. That's why I advocate for women being softer. Feel
Yeah, and
vulnerable. You have that
allowing
right. We
him
all do.
to be soft and being able to talk to you and being able to express himself and being, because it's weird not to, especially when you get older. Like, so what? How y'all having these conversations? And I couldn't even. I don't even want to be with someone who doesn't know how to communicate or is stuck into a place
You
in
just
life
told a man
where
the other day.
you still got to be so hard that you can't open up.
That's true. Now that's when
Yes.
women have to step
I
in
thought
and
about it the
say,
other day. If he wanted to
"What?
cry to me about Kevin Samuels, feel free. I was like, I don't know if you was lying about, not crying or whatnot, but if you want to, feel free. If that was somebody you felt was close to you and all that other stuff, I'm not gonna be like, why you like this and why you like that? Feel free. Now he said no, it wasn't like that, but I was like, oh, okay. I'm just saying because I needed him to understand I am one of them type of women that will allow a man to. I don't think that makes him weak. We all have emotion. They have told us for too long to
If a
be
man not
strong.
giving me an emotions, I don't want no parts of it. Like, you need to have some, or else I think it's weird.
Now
Right. I
this
don't
what
want you to be crying about every little
Yeah,
thing.
but
You
I
just
need you
can't
to
tell
have
me
some
like
sort of
little.
emotion. A man who doesn't have emotions, he can't. That's why you can't keep successful relationships. You can't even talk anything, any old thing, and it's a wrap because you can't even communicate how you feel.
yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with Bob. You can't just cry about anything. But what I'm saying is, You gotta allow
Like if you
men
get
to
hit
show.
by a shoe and you crying to me about somebody throwing a
Well,
shoe
no,
and they
ain't
hitting you in the
nobody
arm.
talking about
We
all of
ain't talking
that, but
about that.
just
Right.
being able to just again open up and just being able to communicate. It doesn't even necessarily have to be, oh, I'm crying, but being able to communicate your feelings.
Yeah,
Yes.
they. I mean, they.
Feelings.
Communicate your feelings without pulling out a gun and being ready to kill me,
Yeah,
okay?
it's okay to have feelings, and y'all are right. Like, I have 5 brothers, and I spent the majority of my youth convincing my friends that no, niggas got feelings.
Mhm.
Trust me, I got 5 brothers. They care. They care.
But that's true. But that and all of that, if y'all allow us to be vulnerable and show vulnerability, it will help relationships and marriages. And the reason
It
why I
will.
say that because a lot. I'm gonna tell you why women cheat and men cheat. But I'm gonna tell you why women cheat. Women cheat because when they have an issue and they want to talk about it, because us men are trained to, just not show emotion, not show any affection. It's like we shut down and we don't have no communication, no dialogue. And so women feel like they gotta get that dialogue and that say that vulnerability for somewhere, so they get somewhere else. And so if we're allowed to show that vulnerability, then when our women have these conversations where they want to have these uncomfortable conversations, we need to be open enough to not only listen, but to give them feedback and and show vulnerability to them, so it'll bring us closer instead of apart.
Very true. I think a man, he should be able. I need a man to be, able to communicate with me and show me his feeling. Like, what are we building if you don't have that? Maybe that's why we don't have nothing. Why the families are fucked up, and like, you can't have nothing if you can't even communicate your feelings with a woman. Like,
Yeah.
that shit crazy to me. Where am I? Oh no, I wanted to post this because I think this was also very true, because if you spend, the reality is, because people say, oh, he had investments, and I think you're giving some people just too much, because it's true. If you spent the 55 years of your life not having anything, I don't think all of a sudden in a year or 2 years or 3 years you're going to learn about investments.
Yeah, they're not used to fame, and
They're
that's
not
what
You're
some
not
is.
used to it, so he might not have had a lot of shit because
Now,
he might
I
have
will say
ran
you
spent
can
through
teach
it.
a broke person.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Look, you can teach a low income, maybe no job having, no money having person how to invest. It happens all the time. But
Yeah.
broke people do not
Broke
know
people.
the
There you go.
level taking care of their money.
Think about this for a second, and
Now, do I
I
do I
agree with you.
feel Kevin was broke minded? I don't know. I can't even give y'all that answer. I don't know. Maybe he thought he had more time and he was enjoying life. I don't know.
Maybe he
But he
had
was
more
making
thought
broke
he
folks
had more
look
time. It was yeah. Maybe he thought he had more time, and he was straight
good.
saying, "Oh, I didn't have this. I'm gonna use it now and enjoy my life." But again, at this age, I don't know.
But you gotta think about it this way: it's black people in general. Think about all the athletes that
You
once
right.
they become successful, once they get drafted in the NFL, instead of putting their money in a money management account and CDs and in the investments, they buy rims, they buy cars, they buy houses, they buy women. Because we've been wanting those things for so long, because that's what we see on TV, and by the time we
Mm-hmm.
get it, we got to spend so fast because we thinking the money always gonna come in. Instead of, if we would have
Right.
had a money management, class in our neighborhood and our community that we could go to once a week and really learn how to invest
Majority
our
of
money,
them
learn how
do.
to put our money in a certain place. Then once we get famous, we'll already have a plan in place. But a lot of times we don't have a plan in place. Our plan is to just hire our friends and shit and just and learn as we go. And we can't learn as we go because by the time so we really get to the
Especially
point.
when you just starting at 50.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, just starting at 50. Now listen, I want to be able to say this, because I know Slim Reaper said that if we had these in our communities, for people who do not know, financial wellness programs are in every
Yes, they are.
single state. If you
You have
can
to look for
Google
them. Look for them.
anything, Google that.
Yep. You have to look for them.
Yeah,
They'll make
they
you
will
look
give
for
you
it,
that.
but
Just
look
go to your
for it.
state website.
But
Yeah,
see,
go to your
but
state website and click on the right links and get yourself there, because these programs are everywhere. If you got kids in school, there are various school systems that have these programs where they can actually pay somebody to come in to teach y'all financial literacy, whether in school or out of school. So it is available to you. I know people don't know that all the time. There are a lot of things that are available to you, but you gotta look. Just like you look for anything else you interested in. Go and look for that and stop saying there's nothing out there.
Yeah.
There is.
Stop saying that. Blanche says no matter how much money they claim he has, it's not doing his family any good because they can't access it to bury him. And that,
I said there's some areas where he still got money. So either they're
I don't
lying
know, child.
or
Or
or they just don't know where they're supposed to be looking at.
or maybe
The thing
he ain't
is,
got no,
they
or
just
he
can't
ain't got no
access.
4K. I mean, ain't no got no will. Hit me 4K. Ain't got no will.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna get me to believe he only had $1,000 to his name on record. You just can't get me to believe that one. His videos are still making money right now.
But see, that's the problem.
If you
See,
make,
one of
like you said, you making, if you spending more, like they just said, he has $800 bottle perfumes,
mm,
Louis Vuitton, $800 bottle of perfumes,
see one
probably
of
all of them, $100,000 watch.
see one of the investments that
And
you
he
can make.
and you know a nigga like that ain't gonna have just $100,000 watch. Oh no, I need to play this role, and that whole Piscean fantasy that he has created in his mind. The girl asked me why I keep saying he was a Pisces. Learn something about Pisces, and you'll understand why I keep saying it.
Joe, but let me say one more thing that I go. One of the investments we need to make is life insurance. I mean, we're not too rich or too poor to invest in life insurance where we can have money to bear ourselves once we're gone and have money to give to our kids so they can continue their lives. So I got to go, Joe, because I got to continue to deliver mail in the neighborhood. I just want to deliver some mail in the beauty school
Thank
and give my
you,
perspective. I appreciate you.
thank you so much. Have a good one. Yeah, Jada. Oh, her thing is off. Okay. Yeah, child. So where are we going? I'm gonna go to some of these comments, and then we're gonna get off of here soon
You're welcome.
because
Okay.
we
Yeah.
gonna get off
No,
of
I
here soon because
have to
I gotta
call.
go work out.
Yeah, I'm sitting up here. That's why I had to go on mute because I got my car and we gotta hurry up and get ready to head to
Yeah,
the
I gotta get out of
gym.
here. Unless you're in New York, millionaires ain't living in apartments with bad lighting for videos. Yeah, it's like I don't know about the millions or again just bad investments. Buying $100,000 watches, just like these rappers. Why you think they end up broke?
And why
Buying,
you think
living
I
living
advocate for them
so
getting that money?
dramatically above. If he told, she really came up here and thought it was telling us something to say he have $100,000 watch. He probably got a couple of them, and that's where the money went. And then
Where the money went, and
okay,
it
and
decreases in
unless he ain't
value.
have, it decreases in value. And unless he got that a thing set up, his money gonna be sitting up in, what do you call it? In unless he has a will or life insurance, whatever money he does have that's not part of that thousand, if it's in investments and shit, it's gonna have to be sitting up in oh, what's the word? In,
I
I
was trying to say
forgot.
escrow. I can't remember the
Escrow.
word.
Was it escrow?
That's
Is it
what I said. Are you talking
escrow?
about
I think
escrow,
it's
money in
escrow, and they
escrow?
gonna have to wait for like a year or two to try to get it out. Like, because he didn't set up his shit for his for. I don't know, man. This shit is just wild to me.
Yeah, I honestly wanted to turn
Everything
out
about
in the
it.
best way that it can. But if the men think that the women will rally up out of their pocket to pay for him this beautiful funeral that we would have done for any other black leader, because to me he was not a black leader, but that we would do for a black leader, then y'all are sadly mistaken, at least from this woman. That's all I'm saying. So I do want it to turn out the best way that it can. Brothers, if y'all want to, put your money together. Y'all a bunch of high value men. You should have a great funeral.
Yeah, put your
His
money
mama them
together
shouldn't even
and
be looking forward to nothing. They shouldn't even have to make that type of statement. Everything should be taken care of. By now, it should be money pouring into his family instead of phone calls to tell all of his tea. That's how I feel.
I'm
Shout out
looking
to
at the
everybody in the
chat.
chat. Please make sure you
Shout
hit
out
that
to
like
every.
button.
Yeah.
If you didn't like this video because of something I said, don't take it out on Jovi. Go ahead and like the video.
No,
But it
you can
wasn't
hit
a
the
dislike,
dislike
it was a
button. It's
dislike
fine.
button.
Yeah, they can hit the dislike button. You ain't say anything that was, wrong. We have to take accountability for ourselves.
Yeah, oh Lord. We gotta do it.
You want
And I say
great.
this in
You want.
complete
I say all the
love.
time.
This is
We say
love.
how you present yourself to the world is how the world gonna see you. Don't be mad at people on that. And that's for men too. But again, I'm saying that for everybody. We not here just saying, oh, women these niggas need to get their shit together as well.
Yes.
But as a woman, I tell y'all all the time, your value, too many times, us women think our value, we work so hard to make so much money, to be providers and shit. And that's not where it is. It's not where it is. If you have a choice, bitch, put some effort into that working out. Put some effort into those are the things that make you a woman. Make these niggas put the effort into bringing in that bread. They out here trying to be sexy and beautiful. They trying to be bad bitches, and you trying to be the nigga to fund them. I'm not trying to be a fund a bad bitch. I am a bad bitch.
Funding no man to be no.
I
love the pampering man, but it don't be pampering with my money.
I ain't yeah, we need to learn that aspect. And again, you don't need a Kevin Samuels or any one of these men to tell you that. Shit, you got Shira over here showing y'all bitches how to make candles and shit. Who is making baskets? Somebody, you got Chelsea over there showing you how to make fucking gift baskets for when the fucking guests come over. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You got all these women out here showing you how to be girls.
Yes.
So you can win.
Yes.
Because that's what you're missing. If you want to understand what Kevin Samuels telling you to be a woman. But you got these women, actual women like me, like Jada, like everybody showing you how.
Yes.
These niggas can say whatever, but we showing you how. Bitches giving every day step-by-step instructions and y'all fighting us.
Now look. You know,
they fighting us.
She would say, but I don't agree with everything she says. It's a little tedious, but I like that she's still trying to tell women to go and do something. So do something.
Like
something.
Whether
you're a man or a woman, do something. Stop blaming the other side. We are so divided. And I mean, of course.
Hold on, Jada. Thank you.
Yeah,
Jada. Thank you so much, Saint, for your donations. Saint said black women are bigger. Yes, however, black men's estrogen levels have increased. So there's that. We can lose weight.
Yeah, we can all lose weight.
I'm losing it. I'm putting it where it need to be.
I'm losing it, and it's still guys telling me, "Baby, you look good." Thank you, but I still know where I need to get back to.
This is let people see this. This too, super chat does take. So even though y'all people that was dropping them in there, that's why a lot of times we tell y'all cash app, super chats, we appreciate whatever. But that too.
That's why I say YouTube ain't getting my money like that.
They was eating it up. That's why I don't necessarily say, oh, drop them. So I appreciate them, but I prefer the cash apps because this is what it is.
I'm creating the content and getting y'all to talk. I'm not giving YouTube more money.
And then they'll demonetize you for doing some dumb shit, but still put ads on your video. Ain't that something?
So, nonetheless, just do better. And I know women hate to hear that because it sounds like we're judging. But even I can
will
do
judge.
Better.
We can all do better.
Every single day.
Every fucking day. Every day you should be thinking about how you can make yourself a better person. Not necessarily for no nigga, but for you. Just to make you better. Just to make
better
him
with time.
The best man will see you, whatever. But it's about you. How you present to this world, how you show up. Because I can't stand a bitch who be like, she don't do nothing. I told y'all about this girl that, we went on a double. Child, don't even ask me how I ended up on a double date with these people. But we had a double date and just nothing into herself.
Mm.
and telling me that she's good with the nothing into herself, but mad when we want to take pictures. But confused, but feel a way about the not putting her anything into herself. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I
I do.
can't, like
I do
you,
not. I mean,
like I don't understand. Like you don't, like you put nothing into it, and then
yeah.
confused, and then confused and don't know why you gets nothing out of it.
You know what? I stopped hanging with some of my
Just
people, and
like
I was
just like trash
honest about
men.
why I stopped hanging with them because I was like, listen, I stopped hanging with y'all because I got tired of y'all saying I was always coming to outdress somebody or outdo somebody. No, I'm being me. And
Y'all level
every
up.
day I look to be better. So if y'all don't get it, I understand. But I can't hang with y'all because y'all ain't
I
gonna make me
can't do
feel
it.
depressed.
You ain't
Y'all
gonna
ain't
make
gonna
me
make me
feel
feel like
bad.
I'm doing too much and y'all walking out here with, looking like this, doing like this. I care about y'all because I love y'all and I say stuff, but that don't mean I don't love y'all. So if y'all can't get with the program and stop trying to make it seem like I'm the bad person just because I dress for the occasion, just because I talk
Just because
a
I put
certain way,
effort into myself.
yeah, like
Just
come
because
on now.
I ain't wear a bonnet to the shit. Just because I put makeup on my face because I feel like it.
Yeah. Like
Just
this
because
is what I want to do. I am happy and I'm enjoying life and I know the benefits of coming out the house looking better, being in the house, feeling good about what you see when you walk past the mirror.
because
Like, come
I
on,
wait, Jada, because I wasn't raised to be ashamed of my femininity
okay?
or to hide it. Matter of fact, I would
I
get in trouble if I was not promoting
you
it.
gonna say
You ain't
I
wearing
was
no
like, okay, I'll tell you
earrings.
what.
You
I
acting
like
like one of the boys. You da da
well, one
da.
boy, okay? I'm like, oh, okay, I'll tell y'all what, we don't have to hang as much. I still love y'all. We can talk on the telephone and all of that. But I don't want y'all looking at me crazy when there's other people in the picture. These are
When
people that I was trying to keep over here because I didn't want y'all feeling bad. But y'all trying to make me feel bad and I'm just not going to do it.
I'm not
So
doing
I
it.
will talk to y'all, love on y'all. If y'all need me, feel free. We still cool. But I'm not going to places with y'all no more. I'm not doing stuff with y'all no more. If y'all can't level up yourself better so that you don't feel like you're in competition with me or that I'm trying to outshine y'all,
Yeah, I can't
until
help
y'all
you.
get to that point, it's we ain't got much to hang and do, and
We
that's okay. Sometimes you gotta let your friends hang by the
go.
wayside. Everybody ain't meant
Everybody
to be
can't be
here
your
the
friends
full ride.
forever. There you go.
Yeah, no, you
Everybody
can
ain't
still
meant
be
to be your
friends.
friends
Be
forever.
friends, but you ain't gotta sit there and let them make you feel bad for being a woman. You ain't gotta let them make you feel bad for being feminine, because especially when you feminine, they
That's
don't
what
want
it
you to
is. They
win
want
because
you to feel.
they
They
want
don't
the
want you to feel
activity.
feminine. They don't want you. How many girls have been on this channel and tell us, oh, they can't do their hair and do their makeup because they aunt or their cousin or somebody is gonna judge them. They can't, they can't dress or wear, like I say, I like to wear dresses in the summertime, child. I got
Yeah,
like four of them coming from Style Today, child. So I like, but if you wear, oh, it's too much. You gotta wear sweatpants. You gotta wear shorts. You can't wear dresses. You can't wear shoes. Even if you wear a dress, you gotta wear sneakers. You can't
okay,
wear shoes. You can't wear a nice purse. You can't wear perfume without it. All of this shit without it being an issue. Why? Can't
right.
do nothing to says I'm a woman. I like
Yep.
being a woman.
When
Let me
people
live in
start
my
acting like that
womanhood.
with you,
Yeah,
because they don't
but
want
they're
you
the
to
first
win,
people
you
that
just gotta
say,
let them hang by the wayside.
but then they'll run around and say, "Oh, these black men talk shit when they say we hard and we this and we that." Live in your femininity and don't worry about what the fuck they doing. Trying to be pick me
Okay.
for them, trying to be pick me for them, and trying to play nigga. So they don't feel like we trying to outdo it or trying to be too cute for them. Get out of here.
Oh my. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm excited the way that I am. I've been this way for majority of my life.
And it's
There's
just what it
no way. I'm
is.
40.
I'm not doing
There's
it no
no
more.
way I'm going to sit with y'all any longer. Like I love them to death. You hear me? Love them to death. And I would say little things, but it would be things that I'd be like, hey, why don't you X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah. I would always say it within love. But when they talk
Child,
to me, it's like, Oh, you think you better. Oh, look, here she come wearing that type of
Listen,
outfit again.
what
And
I
I
tell
ain't
they
even
will
have nothing.
hate
It's
you.
just that it look good on me.
It look good
Okay, all
on
right. Well
you.
then look, we good, but the energy that you serving, y'all look. I'm
It's
24. I
envy.
started saying that at 24. I'm 24 years old, y'all. I've been like this. If y'all don't like it, then we can't hang like that. Because
Yep.
where I go, I need y'all to be able to resonate with the moment. I want to take y'all different places and I can't.
You
Because I
can't.
feel like I might get into a fight trying to hold y'all honor. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's saying something about y'all. Because y'all doing certain stuff. I told one girl, and she changed. I was happy she changed. I said, look, you're getting too grown to be dressing like a man. Now, I know you're a tomboy and all that other stuff. I'm a
Yeah,
tomboy too.
but at what
But guess
point?
what? Majority of the men don't know that. So how about whenever we going out to the club, you stop wearing these big old baggy jeans and these little frumpy button-up shirts.
Yeah,
Now,
nobody.
if you identify that way, then that's fine.
And
Tell me
that's
something.
fine. But don't. But then you're gonna be like, oh, but no man, these men don't want me. No, I wouldn't want you. Because if a man gave that equivalent, you wouldn't want him.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
We're
and I was
women.
like, listen, let's go shopping. If you let me, I'll buy you some stuff. If you don't like it, we'll take it back. But I'll buy you some stuff. Let's go out. When I say that she had a boyfriend in like 2 months, nice little guy, nice
Easy,
looking, I'm telling you.
easy.
She was a
We
big
tell
girl
we
too.
trying to tell y'all how
Nice
to
looking.
win.
Nice looking. He had money. You know what I'm saying? And again, she was a big girl, but she had a pretty face. You couldn't get over her face, but you wouldn't know that because she didn't take good care of
Cause
her
you
face.
can't get you
I got her
can't.
to take care of her face. I got her to smile more. Look like you happy. Stop looking frumpy every time a man look at you.
Yeah. Looking like you just waiting, like that girl we was talking about. You're just waiting for disappointment. You're just waiting for
Yeah.
him to tell you you're not pretty enough. You're waiting for him to tell,
Or
like,
all
this
you want
is,
to do is bend you over and spank you.
yeah, you ain't nothing but a pump and dump. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's like, how do you show up? How do you live? How do you see things? How do you live? Because that's gonna be the life you create for yourself. That's the life
exactly.
you create. You like, okay, this is who I am. I'm not shit. I'm frumpy. These niggas don't want to wife me. I'm baby mama material. You say that, you play that role, guess what your life is gonna be?
That is what it'll end up to being. If you act like that, just like y'all be calling guys thirsty for the kitty, y'all be acting thirsty just to have a man in your life. He ain't worth even being there. You still
He
looking like
ain't
you single. You got a
nothing.
whole man and you still look like you single.
He don't give you nothing. He don't advance you in no way. He don't put nothing into you. He don't nothing.
You was happier before you met him. You might not have been your happiest best life, but you was happier than you were when you met this one. Before you allowed him into your life to make you feel like you ain't worth it. And we can flip this for the men too. Sometimes y'all be picking women y'all shouldn't even be with.
There you go. That too. They always talk about, oh, y'all, who y'all picking? Because I know there's a million great black women out here, but who
Yeah,
y'all
you know
picking?
what I'm saying? Like who
Who
y'all
y'all
picking?
picking? I ain't gonna hold you. Them bitches know how to put themselves together.
Okay? Like you
Okay.
want a man to take you to the art gallery, look like you an art gallery type of woman.
There we
Look like
go.
you out here doing something. Cause see, I don't do a lot of clubbing. Okay. I stopped
Mm-mm.
clubbing. When
When
was
they
my
start
daughter
asking
born?
what
I
you
stopped
want to
clubbing at
do,
26
I,
and I was really just going to get my money because I was doing events. But nonetheless, at 26, I stopped really caring the club. I'm like, y'all, look, I really like going to other places. I get y'all don't like going. I know it's boring, it's beneath you.
I
Okay, I hear you.
know.
But this is where I meet all these good men at that y'all be talking
Uh
about.
huh. They ain't meeting them. They meeting the same niggas from the block that they could have met at the, like. I can't. I can't, girl.
Yeah, like come
Child,
on,
it's two
sisters.
o'clock.
Look, y'all want to go look for a man. You don't gotta go find them at the club. A lot of the guys looking at the club ain't
Please.
looking for no wife at the
They ain't
club
looking
that
for no
night.
wife at the club. They looking for hit it and split it. Please stop.
Yeah, it's like a small chance you're gonna meet
I
a
don't think
guy
I ever
that you
met a
actually
guy at the
connected with.
club. I like met a guy. I don't think I've ever met a guy at a club. I went home with a guy from a club, and I knew him from before. I was dating him from before, but like met a nigga in the. I've never met and like met a nigga in the club.
Okay.
Like met him in the club and like that's not what the club is for.
Listen, ladies, I hear women all the time talking about how they can't get certain type of men because they got all these kids. And then here you are, you have either 0 or 1 kid, and y'all be out here looking like y'all want to be exactly like the person that y'all see and suffering from the
Yeah.
choices that they are making with their womb. Women be like, oh, this, oh, that. Guess what? I only got 1 kid though. I don't come with a whole lot of baggage, sis. I don't come with a bunch of stress and drama
Yep.
and bitter moments, and you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes
Angry
you get
black
a man with a
woman.
smile. Come on,
Yep.
get your smile on, ladies. Y'all frowning too much. Oh,
I
and
come with
Jovi,
I
I
come
know
with
you about
food.
to fuss at me.
I
Wait,
come
I know
with
you about to fuss.
platters.
Okay, but I know you about to fuss at me, Jovi. I know you
What?
about to fuss at me because I'm about to say
What?
this too.
Girl, she
So,
talk about cleaning the nigga house. I can't
no,
clean
no,
it.
no,
I can't. Oh, I was like, that's why I drew the
girl,
line until I got that
girl,
ring.
look,
I cook.
no.
I do a lot of shit.
I'm about to say about the gym thing. I just saw that video
Oh, oh,
earlier
oh,
today you
oh,
made
oh.
about the gym. Okay, so listen, my thought is not the same as
The gym?
Jovi's.
Wait,
So
wait, hold
don't
up.
beat up Jovi.
Wait, wait.
The gym harassment. Okay, so
Oh, oh. I
listen,
don't want the
Jovi.
ugly motherfuckers at the gym. That's what it was.
Okay, but listen, Jovi,
I don't
listen.
want it.
Listen, you ain't gotta want it. You ain't gotta want it, okay? You can always decline. Just don't be fussy about it. Listen,
I
you
wasn't
can
fussy about it. I wear my sunglasses, and it's like It's like you're trying to force me.
no, no,
It,
no, I
it's
get it.
it's don't. It's like just if you want to gawk over there like normal motherfuckers.
Oh, we. Oh, we.
Don't I don't want to be forced to have to acknowledge you.
I do understand that
I
because
don't
there
want to
are
have to
some
be
men.
forced. And
Yes,
you gonna be mad, and it's gonna be what you gonna follow me around, and you gonna because I don't acknowledge you. I don't want
and
to
I
have you
get it.
can look at all you want. I bet I'm something nice to look at. I'm not worried about that. It's a lot of motherfuckers who look. It's the hi. It's the you are trying to force your will on me that I'm not with.
Okay, but
I ain't with.
listen, this is where I'm at. Listen, this is where I'm at with this part here. Listen, because I'm gonna give y'all an instance and then I'm gonna get out of here. Listen, the video that you showed with the guy who put the mat up under old girl or tried to at least put it up there and she didn't want it, and you was like, yeah, we need a man to do that. Listen, no, let a man do it. You can always decline. You can always decline, y'all, because listen, I am one of them women that will be at the gym. If I don't know how to do nothing, I'm asking. I ask a man. And of course, that's my will. But if a man suggests something, take it. Don't you know, you don't even have to talk to him that long. Just be like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Thank you. But don't be like, I don't need that. Why men always got to tell you what to do with the gym? Because you know why? There might be another man watching. And the way that you responded to that, he may not even want to approach you. So, ladies, this is what I'm
Well,
talking about.
okay, I could comprehend what you're saying. I can comprehend what you're saying. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Go ahead.
Don't let the guys you don't want make you respond in a way that would keep the type of man you do
Well,
want
that's why
not want to
I
approach.
don't acknowledge them. Like I said, I put my sunglasses on and I act like I don't see you. That's why I wear my sunglasses. But like, and I don't agree with acting ghetto and shit in the gym and arguing like, nigga, I ain't say that. I'm just saying it's inappropriate. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I didn't wave back at that nigga. I didn't cuss him out. I didn't, oh my God, fuck it. I didn't do all of that. But it's inappropriate. And I'm going to say it because now I'm feeling away and you're an employee. So now I'm concerned. Are you watching me in the locker room?
I can understand that.
Are
I
you,
just only wanted to
because
say let's
as
not
an
out
employee,
though.
if you think you're gonna force me to acknowledge you, this is a second employee. Since
Yes.
I started this shit, this is the second fucking one. The one asked me about my sunglasses, and then like, so are you? Is your job here to like? Are you peeking into the woman's bathroom?
But maybe, Jovi, maybe they concerned. Maybe
Concerned
they
about
think
what?
maybe something might be wrong. Maybe they thinking you might be beat at home. I don't know. But
Why would I be
nonetheless, I
beat
do
at
get what you
home?
mean.
Why would I be beat
They
at home?
But they don't know that. They don't know that. But
But
as
why
long
would
as
I
you
be
ain't
beat at
taking it
home?
out, I don't know, Joey. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying maybe that's what they think. But nonetheless, like you said, you shouldn't have to be forced to deal with them. My only thought is y'all just don't trip out on people. That's the only part I'm talking
Well,
about. Don't
yeah.
trip
Don't
out
be
on folks.
trip. Don't be acting. Or it don't need. You don't need to give them that ghetto ass response that they mamas would give them.
Yeah, like
I
don't
can
even
agree.
do it. If a guy says, "Hey, beautiful," listen, like stop doing this. Y'all crazy. If a man says, "Hey, beautiful," be happy he said beautiful. You ain't gotta like him. You ain't gotta deal with him. You ain't gotta give him your number. But don't be like, nigga. Oh, dang. Negro, blah, blah, blah. You weak. Don't do all that. That just looks ghetto. Y'all ain't gotta do all of that. Decline and keep it moving. Because you never know what man you might like is watching. That's all I'm saying. It's too
Okay.
much energy into being mean and upset. And that's why I said, don't beat me up, Jovi, because I know you didn't tell women to do that in the video. But you know how you was going off. Some of them may be thinking like, yeah, and they might respond to it. So that's the only
Well,
reason
no,
why I was
I'm
like,
not
don't sue me.
saying.
I just
No,
want to
I'm
say,
talking to them. I'm
he
not
ain't saying
saying
it.
they're going
Right.
off, and I don't
Don't
believe
go
that
off, ladies.
don't be going outside acting like a fucking plum fool in the goddamn street. But
Yeah.
I will acknowledge that that shit is annoying as shit. Like
Yeah,
I
I
lift
get
better.
annoyed when men are talking to me
I
too.
lift better than
I
with
like to
half of
work
them.
out.
Half of them I want to be like, nigga, fix your form. You know what I'm saying? like what you talking
Girl, so
about?
some men in the
Fix your
gym need to be
form.
corrected too, don't they? But hey, I be in the gym cracking up. I see the men, and like you said, it just don't superimpose. If I done decided I ain't gonna talk to you, you know what that means. So you ain't gotta overimpose. I get that. I get that. I be in there trying to work out. But there are some times where I do see men and I be like, now that one can approach me. And that's based on me watching him. It ain't always that they looking fine. I don't like all the
Yeah.
fine men. I like the
I
men
don't
who
like.
look like they came in to handle business. I
Yes.
saw when they walked in. I probably done seen them all, and they gave me the appeal that I like in a type of man at the gym. That's all it is. I don't
Okay.
like the ones
But
that
y'all,
be all
I
up over
gotta
everybody.
go. I gotta hurry up because I told you they close at 3 for the teenagers. So I gotta go.
Yeah. No, we don't close at 3, but I definitely gotta go. I said I was gonna leave the house at 2:30.
Yeah, I need to get the
So
hell out
y'all
of
have
here.
a great day. Shout out to everybody in the chat, whether you agree, disagree, like or don't like. Um, just make sure you go ahead and like or dislike the actual button though. Okay, hit one of them joints. You've been here. I see some of these names that have been in here since we started. So go ahead and
Yeah.
hit a button. Feel free to follow Jovi Beauty on all social media platforms. Feel free to drop old girl a cash app. Even if you want to drop her $5 and say F you, okay? Drop her some money over at $ Jovi Beauty.
Beauty.
You can also do paypal.me/Jovi Beauty
All
and
that
all
good,
that
good
good stuff.
stuff. Thank
Subscribe
you.
if you like the vibe. Subscribe if you didn't. Go ahead and come on back and cuss out later. It's all good.
There you
And I
go.
will see
Thank
you
you so
guys
much.
soon.
Later,
Bye.
Jada. Okay, guys. Thank y'all. Hold on. Thank y'all so much for coming. Kay just showed up as usual late. But we love you, girl. Anyway, I hope y'all were able to get some pieces out of this. We spoke about living above your means, stability, what is the real meaning of high value to men and to women, because maybe our definition of high value cannot, well, fuck, maybe it's definitely not your definition of high value if you're thinking any of this shit is appropriate. But and however, what else? I think I'm done. I really got to go work out, so I got to go. But I might be coming back later. I might see y'all at 5 or 6, depending on how I'm feeling, okay? And until then, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it, all right? And thank you for the Kevin Samuel-esque who flooded the page. Love you.